I'm standing by the coffee table, frozen in my tracks, afraid to move a muscle, afraid of the cracks. We used to run through these hallways, blindfolded and free. Now every inch of carpet is a threat to you and me. There's a tension in the floorboards, a hum beneath the rug, the ghost of every argument and every hollow hug. I'm checking every shadow, I'm watching where I tread, the ghosts of all the sorries that we never actually said. Now there are landmines in the living room, hidden in the mess, triggers in the silence and the secrets we confess. One wrong word and the walls come down, one look and we ignite. We're navigating danger in the middle of the night. It's a battlefield of memories, a house that's out of bloom, just trying to survive. The landmines in the living room. Your favorite book is sitting there, a trap upon the shelf. If I touch the spine, I know I'll only hurt myself. And the scent of your shampoo is like a wire across the door. I'm tripping over echoes as I'm crawling on the floor. We built a home of comfort, we built a place to rest. Now it's just a testing ground for who can hurt the best. We should've cleared the area, we should've called for help, but we're both too proud to mention the agony we felt. So we sit on separate islands while the ticking starts to grow, waiting for the one big blast that finally lets us go. There are landmines in the living room, hidden in the mess, triggers in the silence and the secrets we confess. One wrong word and the walls come down, one look and we ignite. We're navigating danger in the middle of the night. It's a battlefield of memories, a house that's out of bloom, just trying to survive. The landmines in the living room. Don't move, don't speak, don't speak. The foundation's getting weak. Don't move, don't speak. The foundation's getting weak. Ticking in the wall, ticking in the wall, ticking in the wall, ticking in the wall. Don't move, don't speak. Landmines in the living room. I've been holding my breath since the moment you left the room, waiting for the dust to settle, waiting for the gloom to bloom. The house is finally quiet, but the air is thick and strange, like a storm that took the roof off and forgot to leave the range. I'm leaning on the counter where we used to share a glass, just watching the shadows of the clouds above us pass. My chest is tight and heavy like a bird inside a cage, turning over photos of a dark and finished page. Now I'm just exhaling the aftermath, letting out the cold, releasing all the stories that we never should have told. It's the smoke after the fire, it's the salt after the sea, it's the long, slow rattle of the you leaving to me. One breath at a time, I'm clearing out the path, just standing in the silence, exhaling the aftermath. The sheets are still wrinkled where you slept just yesterday, but the warmth has found a window and it's drifted far away. I take a deep breath in, but it tastes like rain and rust, like a palace built of promises that crumbled into dust. I'm letting go of the what ifs and the should have been to last, watching every exhale turn into the distant past. It's a hollow kind of freedom, it's a lonely kind of lie. When you finally stop the screaming in the middle of the night, and you realize that the oxygen is yours alone to keep. As you drift into the valley of a long and heavy sleep, I'm just exhaling the aftermath, letting out the cold, releasing all the stories that we never should have told. It's the smoke after the fire, it's the salt after the sea, it's the long slow rattle of the you leaving the me, one breath at a time. I'm clearing out the path, just standing in the silence, exhaling the aftermath. Breathe out, let it go. Everything we used to be is buried in the snow. Breathe out, let it go. Everything we used to be is buried in the snow. The air is getting clear, but you're no longer here. Thawing out the grief. The ice is finally cracking on the edges of the lake, but I'm still waiting for the heart inside my chest to break. I've been a statue in the garden, frozen to the core, ever since you took your keys and walked right out the door. The world is turning green again, the birds are on the wing, but I'm still shivering in the middle of a cold and bitter spring. I'm tired of the numbness, I'm tired of the gray. I'm waiting for the winter in my soul to melt away. Now I'm just thawing out the grief, and it's a heavy, muddy rain, feeling every heartbeat like a brand new kind of pain. The floodgates are opening, the river's running high. I'm finally finding tears beneath the clear and open sky. It's a slow and steady waking, it's a painful kind of relief, just standing in the sun, thawing out the grief. The windows have been swollen shut for months inside this house, but today I heard the floorboards stir, as quiet as a mouse. I'm touching all the memories that used to make me freeze, tracing every almost with a shaky kind of ease. The warmth is getting closer, it's stinging on my skin as the oxygen of living starts to find its way back in. It hurts to feel the blood move, it hurts to feel the light, after months of hiding in the hollow of the night. But I'd rather drown in water than be buried in the frost, searching for the pieces of the man that I have lost. Yeah, I'm thawing out the grief, and it's a heavy, muddy rain, feeling every heartbeat like a brand new kind of pain. The floodgates are opening, the river's running high. I'm finally finding tears beneath the clear and open sky. It's a slow and steady waking, it's a painful kind of relief, just stand sitting on the edge of a bed made for two, tracing the angles of a room without you. We used to be a circle, no beginning, no end, but a circle can't hold when the radius bends. Now I'm measuring the distance from my side to yours, calculating the space between the walls and the doors. I'm looking for the logic in the mess that we made, but the numbers don't add up and the colors all fade. It's just the cold geometry of a breakup tonight, the sharp, jagged corners of a love that was right, with two parallel lines that finally crossed, only to realize how much we have lost. Now we're drifting apart at a 90-degree, subtracting the you from the us and the me in the lonely geometry of a breakup. Your side of the closet is an empty white square, a perfect rectangle of you're not there. I try to find the center, the point where we met, but the axis has shifted to forgive and forget. The shortest distance between stay and goodbye was a straight, narrow path under a heavy gray sky. They say time is a factor, a variable of grief, but the math of a heartache brings no relief, because the sum of our parts was greater than this. Now I'm just a fraction of a life that I miss. It's just the cold geometry of a breakup tonight, the sharp, jagged corners of a love that was right, with two parallel lines that finally crossed, only to realize how much we have lost. Now we're drifting apart at a 90-degree, subtracting the you from the us and the me in the lonely geometry of a breakup. Zero sum divided by two. I'm the remainder of what I had with you. Geometry. The geometry. The math of letting go. The church bells are ringing 3 blocks away, but I'm counting the minutes of our final day. The sunlight is spilling like gold on the floor, while your suitcase is waiting right there by the door. We're drinking our coffee in a heavy kind of hush, trying to slow down what we're forced to rush. The weekend is fading, the sky's turning pale, like a beautiful story that's run out of sail. Now we're just living on borrowed time on a Sunday, waiting for the leaving that's coming on Monday. Holding your hand like it's made out of glass, watching the shadows of the afternoon pass. Every tick of the clock is a debt I can't pay, just trying to steal back one more hour of today on this borrowed time on a Sunday. We're talking about movies and people we know, anything but the fact that you're ready to go. The radio's playing a song from last year, before us became you and the then became here. I'm memorizing the way that you breathe before the sun sets and you finally leave. Why does the rest of the world look so calm while I'm holding a hurricane here in my palm? The neighbors are mowing, the kids are at play, while my whole universe is just drifting away. Living on borrowed time on a Sunday, waiting for the leaving borrowed time. On a Sunday, sun's getting lower, the shadows are long. How did a Sunday go so terribly wrong? Borrowed time, just a few minutes more. Don't look at the door. I'm staring at the cardboard stacked high in the hall. The ghost of our life leaned up against the wall. I pulled out a sweater that still smells like your soap, a tangled up mess of some worn out hope. I thought moving out would be the hardest part, but the real heavy lifting is the weight in my heart. One box for the kitchen, one box for the bed, and 1,000 memories screaming inside of my head. Now I'm just unpacking the absence you left behind, searching for pieces of us I can't seem to find. Emptying boxes into empty rooms where the silence is heavy and the loneliness blooms. I'm filling up shelves with the ghosts of our past in a house built for two that was never meant to last. Yeah, I'm just unpacking the absence. Here is the frame that we bought on the coast. Now it's just wood, holding on to a ghost. I found the old map where we circled the sea before you decided there was no you and me. I'm putting the dishes away one by one, realizing the damage is already done. They say a new start is a beautiful thing, but I can't hear the music that a new life should bring. I'm just rearranging the holes in my soul, trying to make half of a heart feel like whole. Now I'm just unpacking the absence you left behind, searching for pieces of us I can't seem to find. Emptying boxes into empty rooms where the silence is heavy and the loneliness blooms. I'm filling up shelves with the ghosts of our past in a house built for two that was never meant to last. Yeah, I'm just unpacking the absence. The boxes are empty, the closets are full. Oh, but I'm still feeling the same heavy pull. Unpacking the absence, nothing left to hold. It's getting so cold. I'm tracing a line with a shaking hand across a valley of salt and a desert of sand. We marked every tavern and every small town before the engine stalled and the walls came down. I got the compass, but the needle won't spin. It's lost the direction of where we begin. There's a coffee stain over the place we first met, a blurry reminder of a sun that hasn't set. Now I'm just folding up maps to nowhere tonight, chasing a highway that slipped out of sight. Every red road is a promise we broke, every blue river is a word we never spoke. I'm driving in circles, just trying to find the version of us that we left far behind, with nothing but maps to nowhere. Oh, the "You Are Here" sticker is faded and torn in a rest stop parking lot, quiet and worn. I'm looking for shortcuts to get back to then, but the exits are closed and they won't open again. I'm staring at miles that I can't quite erase, in a world that's forgotten the shape of your face. You took the car and you took the key, and you took the horizon away from me. Now I'm just a hiker with a pack full of lead, reading the atlas of the things that you said. I'm just folding up maps to nowhere tonight, chasing a highway that slipped out of sight. Every red road is a promise we broke, every blue river is a word we never spoke. I'm driving in circles, just trying to find the version of us that we left far behind, with nothing but maps to nowhere. Turn the page, cross the line. I thought your heart was a destination of mine. Maps to nowhere. End of the road, nowhere to go. Maps to nowhere. I found it tucked inside a velvet box behind the spare change. Funny how a little silver now looks so cold and strange. It used to be a circle of a world I thought was true, back when every heartbeat started and it ended with you. But I left it on the windowsill, where the salt air hits the glass, watching all the seasons and the empty Sundays pass. It was supposed to be forever, a bond that wouldn't bend, but the air got thin and heavy, and we reached the jagged end. Now there's rust on the promise ring, it stains upon the soul. The shine is finally faded from the heart I thought was whole. I try to buff the edges, but the metal's turning brown, just like the way our kingdom came crashing to the ground. It's a tarnished little memory of a love that didn't cling, nothing but some heartache and rust on the promise ring. You used to say the light in it was like a morning star. Now it's just a reminder of exactly where we are, tied to a commitment that we couldn't even keep, a little piece of wreckage buried 20 fathoms deep. I wanted to throw it in the river, but I couldn't let it go. Even though the corrosion is the only thing we show. You can't polish away the lies or the way you walked away. You can't fix the oxygen that turned to silver gray. It's a chemical reaction to a heart that's grown so cold. A story of a future that will never quite be told. Now there's rust on the promise ring and stains upon the soul. The shine is finally faded from the heart I thought was whole. I try to buff the edges, but the metal's turning brown, just like the way our kingdom came crashing to the ground. It's a tarnished little memory of a love that didn't claim. Nothing but some heartache and rust on the promise ring. Leave it on the counter. Let the shadows take the light. It's just a piece of metal in the middle of the night. Rust on the promise ring. It's not shining anymore. Not anymore. I'm standing in the hallway where the air used to be sweet, but now I'm stumbling blindly, can't quite find my feet. You took the atmosphere with you when you walked out of the door, leaving me with nothing but the shadows on the floor. I'm gasping for a memory, I'm reaching for a word, but the silence is the only thing that's ever really heard. My lungs are heavy timber, my throat is made of lead, trying to find the living in the middle of the dead. Now I'm living in an oxygen bed tonight, suffocating slowly in the fading of the light. You were the very breath I drew, the air inside my chest. Now I'm struggling to find a moment's peace or rest. Every minute without you is a cost I can't afford, a hollow kind of hunger that I never can reward. Falling deeper into oxygen debt. Into oxygen debt. The windows are all open, but the breeze won't come inside. It's like the wind is helping all the secrets that you hide. I try to take a deep one, try to fill the empty space, but the vacuum only mirrors the absence of your face. I'm a diver at the bottom who forgot to check the line, drowning in the yours while I'm looking for the mine. How do I relearn to breathe when you were every spark, when you were the combustion that kept away the dark? I'm lightheaded and lonely, I'm spinning in the hall, waiting for the gravity to catch me when I fall. I'm living in an oxygen debt tonight, suffocating slowly in the fading of the light. You were the very breath I drew, the air inside my chest. Now I'm struggling to find a moment's peace of rest. Every minute without you is a cost I can't afford, a hollow kind of hunger that I never can reward. Falling deeper into oxygen debt. Coming up for air, but there's nothing there, just a ghost of a breeze in the winter of my knees. Oxygen debt. I can't breathe, I can't breathe. out the window at the line across the sky, watching how the world connects as the clouds go drifting by. There's a hum against the wood, a vibration in the air, carrying 1,000 words to people everywhere. But the line between our houses has been sagging for a year, and no matter how I listen, there's nothing left to hear. The distance isn't measured in the miles or the states. It's the heavy, hollow feeling of a heart that only waits. Now we're just telephone wires screaming in the wind, tangled in the messages of where the story dimmed. I'm sending out a signal, but it's lost inside the gale. A desperate I love you that's grown and cold and pale. Just a lonely frequency that no one's tuned to find, like telephone wires whistling in the wind of my mind. I remember when the connection was as clear as summer rain, before the static started and we moved into the pain. Now the birds are sitting rows on the copper and the black, knowing that the voice I love is never coming back. It's a long and lonely tightrope between the was and is, and I'm just hanging on to the ghost of one last kiss. Sometimes I swear I hear you in the whistling of a storm, a phantom in the wires trying to keep the memory warm. But it's just the winter coming, it's just the wood beginning to groan underneath the pressure of being left here all alone. We're just telephone wires screaming in the wind, tangled in the messages of where the story dimmed. I'm sending out a signal, but it's lost inside the gale. A desperate I love you that's grown thin and cold and pale. Just a lonely frequency that no one's tuned to find, like telephone wires whistling in the wind of my mind. Light is down, static, static in the dark. I'm waiting for a whisper, I'm waiting for a spark. Telephone wires, telephone wires. It's over, it's over. I'm sitting on the edge of the velvet chair you bought, careful not to move too fast or tangle in a thought. The air between us tonight is a thin and frozen lake. I'm watching every word I choose, afraid of what might break. You ask me how my day was, and I give a hollow line. We're both masters of the okay and the everything is fine. But I can hear the hairline cracks in the way you say my name. A little less like honey and a little more like blame. having brittle conversations in the dark, trying to build a fire without a single spark. Every sentence is a window that's waiting for a storm. I've never felt so crowded and yet so all alone. If I say the wrong thing, will the ceiling start to fall? Or will we just shatter like the shadows on the wall? Caught in these brittle conversations. I reached to pass the sugar and our fingers almost touch, but we pulled back like the contact is a little bit too much. The clinking of the teaspoon is a deafening debris in the middle of the distance between the you and me. We're talking about the weather and the news of someone new, avoiding all the missing yous that we're both drifting through. One sharp truth could end it, one soft like a let it bend, but we're paralyzed by knowing how the story has to end. So we stick to the surface where it's safe from where it's cold, letting all the honest things remain forever untold. Where we're just having brittle conversations in the dark, trying to build a fire without a single spark. Every sentence is a window that's waiting for a storm. I've never felt so crowded and yet so all alone. If I say the wrong thing, will the ceiling start to fall? Or will we just shatter like the shadows on the wall? Caught in these brittle conversations, handle with care. The glass is getting thin, I'm losing my voice before the words begin. Brittle conversations, watch them break. For heaven's sake. I'm standing on the balcony, watching the world go by, writing down the what ifs under a heavy charcoal sky. I folded up our summer on a sheet of notebook white and threw it out into the wind, into the coming night. I watched it dip and flutter like it had a mind of its own, a tiny fragile vessel in the sky it's never known. The higher that it flies, the further it feels from my hand. Just a delicate reminder of a life we never planned. Now I'm just chasing a paper plane across the empty street, running through the shadows on these tired, aching feet. I'm reaching for a memory that the wind won't let me hold, watching all our secrets turn to silver and to gold. It's a hollow kind of race, it's a desperate kind of game, trying to catch the wind while I'm calling out your name. Chasing a paper plane, the ink is starting to smudge from the drizzle in the air. I can see the words I'm I'm sorry, fading out to nowhere there. It's caught inside an updraft, dancing just beyond my reach. A lesson in the letting go that no one's here to teach. I thought if I could catch it, I could bring the story back. But the sky is getting wider and the clouds are turning black. Even if I grabbed it, it would just be crumpled lines, a tattered piece of paper and a dozen warning signs. You can't unfold a spirit once it's learned the way to fly. You can't ground a heart that's already said goodbye. Now I'm just chasing a paper plane across the empty street, running through the shadows on these tired, aching feet. I'm reaching for a memory that the wind won't let me hold, watching all our secrets turn to silver and to gold. It's a hollow kind of race, it's a desperate kind of game, trying to catch the wind while I'm calling out your name. Chasing a paper plane, it's landing in the river now, it's drifting out of sight. I'm standing on the pavement in the middle of the night, chasing a paper plane. Let the wind take it, I can't make it. The street lamp filters through the blinds and bars of ghostly white, mapping out a prison cell in the middle of the night. I'm staring at the plaster, tracing every crack and line, while the clock beside the bed is taking back the time that's mine. I used to feel you breathing like a rhythm in the sheets. Now it's just the lonely sound of cars on rain-slick streets. I'm wide awake and hollow, watching figures start to dance, the ghost of every if only and every wasted chance. Now I'm just counting the shadows on the ceiling tonight, looking for a version of us that was actually right. They drift across the corners and they flicker in the dark, like a fire that forgot it ever needed a spark. Every shape is a memory of a girl I used to know. I'm watching you leave and I'm watching you go, in the shadows on the ceiling. There's a silhouette of a jacket that's hanging on the door. It looks like you're standing there just like you did before, but the light's just for a second and the image disappears, leaving me with nothing but a decade's worth of fears. I reach out to the empty space where you are supposed to be, and find that I'm just tangled in the ghost of you and me. If I close my eyes, will the movie finally end? Or will the darkness just become a far too familiar friend? The sun is hours away and the night is feeling long. How can a silhouette feel so terribly wrong? The storm has passed, but the sky is still a bruising heavy lead. I'm picking through the pieces of the things we never said. Our porch swings in the garden, and the fence is leaning low. Just a map of all the places where we used to let things grow. I thought we were a shelter, I thought the roof was tight, but the rain found every weakness in the middle of the night. There's no use in the hammer, there's no use in the nail, when the heart of the foundation was always meant to fail. Now I'm just weathering the wreckage of a love that didn't stay, watching all forever slowly wash its way away. I'm standing in the debris, trying to find a piece of us, but it's all just splintered wood and a pile of settling dust. The clouds are finally breaking, but the damage is the same. I'm just weathering the wreckage and whispering your name. I found your favorite coffee mug, it's chipped and missing part, kinda like the rhythm that's still stuttering in my heart. I could try to board the windows, try to keep the cold outside, but there's nowhere left for a broken man to go and try to hide. The wind has died to nothing, but the silence feels much worse than the thunder and the lightning and the binary of our curse. They say the sun comes out after the worst of it is through, but the sun just shows me everything that's gone because of you. It highlights every crack and every shadow on the floor. It reminds me that you're never coming walking through that door. Now I'm just weathering the wreckage of the love that didn't stay, watching all our forever slowly wash its way away. I'm standing in the debris, trying to find a piece of us, but it's all just splintered wood and a pile of settling dust. The clouds are finally breaking, but the damage is the same. I'm just weathering the wreckage and whispering your name. Clear the path, sweep the hall. I'm still waiting for the rest of it to fall. Weathering the wreckage, just pieces on the ground, not a soul around. We're wearing this love like an old winter coat that's heavy with rain and beginning to float. I noticed the thread pulling loose on the sleeve, the first little sign that you're ready to leave. We've been mending the holes and hiding the wear, but the fabric is thin and there's nothing but air. I'm holding the edge, just trying to keep out the cold, but the story is aging and the secrets are old. Now we're just fraying at the seams tonight, losing the shape of what you There's a gap in the pocket where the promises fell, a hollowed out space where they almost all dwell. I try to regret, try to needle the pain, but the needles are rusted from the tears and the rain. It's a slow motion tearing a soft, quiet sound as the pieces of us start to drift through the ground. You can't patch a spirit that's already gone. You can't tie a knot when the rope's been withdrawn. We're just loose ends and fibers, we're dust in the light, watching the tailoring fail in the middle of the night. Now we're just fraying at the seams tonight, losing the shape of what used to be right. One little tug and the whole thing unravels, lost on the road of our separate travels. I'm clutching the collar, but I'm losing my grip as the stitches we labored so hard on start to slip. Yeah, we're just fraying at the seams. Let it go, let it fall. There's nothing left to hold us at all. Coming apart, one thread at a time. Yeah. I'm sitting where the green paint is starting to peel, trying to remember how it used to feel to have your shoulder leaning heavy on mine, watching the joggers and the kids in a line, the pigeons still come looking for the crumbs in your hand. But I'm just a ghost in a forgotten land. The wood is cold and the iron is black, and there's no shortcut to bringing you back. Now it's just an empty bench in the park tonight, under the hum of a flickering light. The space beside me is a canyon so wide, with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. I'm holding your ghost in the palm of my hand, in a world that I no longer understand. Just me and this empty bench in the park. Our names are still carved in the slab by the arm, a little wooden prayer to keep us from harm. But the letters are fading, filled in with the dirt, like a physical map of a permanent hurt. The sunset is beautiful, purple and gold, but it's just a reminder of a story grown old. I see a young couple come walking my way, looking for a place where their promises stay. I wanna tell them to hold on so tight, cause the shadows come early in the middle of the night. It's just an empty bench in the park tonight, under the hum of a flickering light. The space beside me is a canyon so wide, with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. I'm holding your ghost in the palm of my hand, in a world that I no longer understand. Just me and this empty bench in the park. The wind is picking up, the leaves start to blow. It's time for me to finally go, but I'll leave a little space just in case. An empty bench in the park, just to see for the day is done. rhythm is steady, a relentless great beat, echoing the puddles, foaming out on the street. I'm sitting in the kitchen with the lights turned down low, watching the steam from my coffee come and go. It used to be cozy, it used to be home, but the resonance has changed now that I'm here alone. The metal above me is starting to scream, the sound of awakening from a beautiful dream. Every drop is a sorry, every splash is a why, falling from the corners of a heavy dark sky. And it sounds like cold rain on a tin roof tonight, a million tiny hammers in the absence of light. It's a hollow percussion, a jagged refrain, the soundtrack of a heart that's been caught in the rain. Yeah, you took all the warmth and you left me the chill. Now I'm just listening to the world standing still, to the cold rain on a tin roof. The leaks in the ceiling are starting to show, mapping out the secrets that I didn't want to know. I'm placing the buckets to catch every tear, but I can't stop the flooding of the memories here. The thunder is distant, a low rolling ache, just waiting for the moment for the levee to break. Yeah, you can't hear the whispers when the clouds start to cry. You can't find the sun in a lead-covered sky. I'm huddled in blankets, I'm shaking and worn, listening to the fabric of our forever get torn. And it sounds like cold rain on the tin roof tonight, a million tiny hammers in the absence of light. It's a hollow percussion, a jagged refrain, the soundtrack of a heart that's been caught in the rain. Yeah, you took all the warmth and you left me the chill. Now I'm just listening to the world standing still, to the cold rain on a tin roof. Drip, 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 when will it stop? The roof is so loud, the world is so gray, 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 gray. Cold rain on a tin roof, wash it all away, just wash it all away. I found the old twine in the bottom of the bin, where the story of us was supposed to begin. We tied our lives together in a double hitch cord, a tangle of passion we could barely afford. But the rope's gone thin and the fibers are dry, and I'm sitting here under a low, heavy sky, tracing the loops where we used to be tight before the tension took hold in the middle of the night. My fingers are shaking, my vision is blurred, struggling with the weight of every unspoken word. Now I'm just unraveling the knots we made, watching the colors of our forever start to fade. Each twist is a memory, each pull is a sting, as I let go of the promise and the weight of the ring. It's a slow motion breakdown, a quiet release. I'm taking us apart piece by jagged piece, just unraveling the knots. This loop was the summer we drove to the coast. The snag was the morning I hurt you the most. I'm working the friction, I'm feeling the heat as a line falls in piles at at the soles of my feet. We thought we were braided, we thought we were one, but the weaving is finished and the damage is done. I'm clearing the clutter, I'm shedding the bind, leaving the ghost of our union behind. It's harder to undo than it was to begin, to find where the out is and where was the in. The rope's full of kinks and the shape is all wrong, like the broken down bridge of a sad, lonely song. Now I'm just unraveling the knots we made, watching the colors of our forever start to fade. Each twist is a memory, each pull is a sting, as I let go of the promise and the weight of the ring. It's a slow motion breakdown, a quiet release. I'm taking us apart piece by jagged piece, just unraveling the knots. I found the old twine, 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 I found the old twine in the bottom of the bin. I found the old twine, 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 I found the old twine in the bottom of the bin, where the story of us was supposed to begin. We tied our lives together in the double hitch cord, a tangle of passion we could barely afford. But the rope's gone thin and the fibers are dry, and I'm sitting here under a low heavy sky, tracing the loops where we used to be tight before the tension took hold in the middle of the night. My fingers are shaking, my vision is blurred, struggling with the weight of every unspoken word. Now I'm just unraveling the knots we made, watching the colors of our forever start to fade. Each twist is a memory, each pull is a sting, as I let go of the promise and the weight of the ring. It's a slow motion breakdown, a quiet release. I'm taking us apart piece by jagged piece, just unraveling the knots. I found the old twine in the bottom of the bin, where the story of us was supposed to begin. We tied our lives together in a double hitch cord, a tangle of passion we could barely afford. But the rope's gone thin and the fibers are dry, and I'm sitting here under the low heavy sky, tracing the loops where we used to be tight before the tension took hold in the middle of the night. My fingers are shaking, my vision is blurred, struggling with the weight of every unspoken word. I'm just unraveling the knots we made, watching the colors of our forever start to fade. Each twist is a memory, each pull is a sting, as I let go of the promise and the weight of the ring. It's a slow motion breakdown, quiet release. I'm taking us apart piece by jagged piece, just unraveling the knots. onward. Now I'm just unraveling the knots we made, watching the colors survive forever, start to fade. Each twist is a memory, each pull is a sting. As I let go of the promise and the weight of the ring, it's a slow, slow motion breakdown, a quiet release. I'm taking this apart, piece by jagged piece, just unraveling the knots. I found the old twine, I found the old twine in the bottom of the bin, with the story of us was supposed to begin. We tied our lives together in a double hitch cord, a tangle of passion we could barely afford. But the rope's gone thin and the fibers are dry, and I'm sitting here under a low heavy sky, tracing the loops where we used to be tight before the tension took hold in the I'm staring at the canvas on the bedroom wall, where the colors don't move and the shadows don't fall. A bowl of dried fruit and the glass half filled, like the echoes of us that I finally stilled. But if you look closer past the velvet and blue, you'll see where the canvas was torn right in two. I tried to repair it, I tried to be brave with a needle and thread and a world I couldn't save. The seams are all jagged, the tension is wrong, like a beautiful painting that stayed far too long. It's just a still life with stitches tonight, holding on to the ghost of a flickering light. I'm mending the edges of a love that's gone cold, trying to hide all the lies that we told. It's a masterpiece of sorry, a gallery of pain, watching the watercolor bleed in the rain. Just a still life with stitches. My hands are all callous, my eyes are so tired from chasing the feeling that's already expired. I'm sewing the silence to the hem of your coat, keeping the goodbye stuck deep in my throat. Every loop is a morning, every night is a night where I fought for a version of us that was right. But the thread is just cotton and the heart is just glass, and I'm watching the seasons of almost pass. They say that the scars make the art more profound, but I'm just trying to keep my feet on the ground. The more that I sew, the more that I see that the picture I'm fixing doesn't include me. It's just a still life with stitches tonight, holding on to the ghost of a flickering light. I'm mending the edges of a love that's gone cold, trying to hide all the lies that we told. It's a masterpiece of sorry, gallery of pain, watching the watercolor bleed in the rain. Just a still life with stitches. Put down the needle, cut the last string. I can't keep fixing a broken thing. Still life with stitches. Let the seams rip, let the memories slip. Standing in the hallway where the glass used to hang, before the silence broke and the hammer finally sang. I see 1,000 versions of my face on the floor, reflecting a man who doesn't live here anymore. One piece is the laughter, one piece is the light, one jagged little silver edge of a long and slow goodbye. I wanna look away, but I'm drawn to the light of a million broken promises in the middle of a night. Now I'm just picking up the shards of a mirror we broke, chasing after words that we never even spoke. Every fragment is a memory that's cutting through my hand, a map of a kingdom that turned into sand. I'm trying to see us, but the image is split into 1,000 tiny heartbreaks, and the ghost of it, just shards of a mirror. Yellow in the corner was that morning in the park. Now it's just a sharp reminder of the coming of the dark. I see your eyes in a sliver that's hiding by the wall, watching me stumble and watching me fall. I tried to glue the pieces, tried to make the image whole, but you can't fix a reflection when there's a hole inside the soul. Be careful where you step, the floor is full of stars, reflecting all the history of my new and permanent scars. It's a kaleidoscope of sorry, a mosaic of gone, as I wait for the mercy of a cold and gray